It's not just a vast emptiness of stars and darkness. It is a massive, living machine that defies our imagination and challenges every law of physics we know. In this infinite ocean, we are less than a single grain of sand. Yet every day, new secrets emerge from the shadows that shock our understanding of reality. From mysterious signals lost within our solar system to the actual smell of the cosmos, from planets made of solid diamond to terrifying points where time itself stands still. Today on Discover the World in 10, we're exploring 10 things you probably didn't know about space. By the end of this list, you will never look at the night sky the same way again. If you're ready, let's hit light speed. In many science fiction movies, you see spaceships exploding with a massive roar. But the reality is, in space, no one can hear you scream. Literally. Space is a vacuum, meaning it doesn't have a medium, like air or water, for sound waves to travel through. However, this doesn't mean space is empty of noise. When NASA converts radio emissions into sound waves, the result isn't silence. It's a haunting symphony. The whispers of Saturn's rings, the electronic hums of Jupiter's massive storms. Space is silent only because our ears aren't built to speak its language. It is actually a chaotic orchestra of radio waves flying through the void. Did you know that after a spacewalk, astronauts bring a strange scent back into the capsule? When they peel off their suits, a distinct odor lingers in the airlock. Astronauts have compared it to seared steak, hot metal, or even welding fumes. But why? Scientists believe this is caused by high-energy particles called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which are released by dying stars. This means the universe smells like a massive galactic barbecue or a heavy-duty metal workshop. Next time you smell someone welding nearby, you might just be smelling the essence of deep space. When we look up at the stars, we see points of light. But if you could stand on the surface of an exoplanet called 55 Cancri e, you wouldn't be standing on dirt. You'd be standing on massive layers of diamond. Twice the size of Earth, this planet is largely made of carbon. Because it's so close to its parent star, the extreme heat and pressure turn that carbon into the most valuable gemstone known to man. It's estimated that at least 1/3 of the planet is pure diamond. That's a fortune millions of times greater than the total value of Earth. However, if you want to go and grab a piece, you'll have to travel 40 light years and survive a 2,000 degrees Celsius hellscape. Is it worth the trip? You decide. Right now, every second, we are being pulled towards something at hundreds of miles per hour. And we don't know exactly where we are going. The Milky Way and thousands of surrounding galaxies are drifting toward a massive concentration of mass in a dark region of space. Scientists call it the Great Attactor. This region is so dense that its gravitational pull tugs on tens of thousands of galaxies. The problem? It lies behind the zone of avoidance, the area of space obscured by our own galaxy's dust and stars. We are hurtling toward an ending we cannot see. Is it a massive cluster of black holes or the largest structure in the universe? We are moving toward it, but we are still blind to its true nature. When Neil Armstrong took his first step on the moon in 1969, he didn't just make history. He signed the moon's surface with an autograph that may last millions of years. The moon has no atmosphere. There is no wind to blow the dust away and no rain to wash it off. Unless a meteorite strikes the surface or solar winds very slowly erode the soil, those famous footprints and the tracks of the lunar module will stay there for at least 100 million years. Long after humanity is gone, the proof that someone from this small blue planet visited the lunar surface will remain, shining silently in the dark. When we think of space, we think of unreachable distances. But space is actually closer than you think. If your car could drive vertically into the sky, you'd officially be in space after just 1 hour of driving. The Kármán line, about 100 kilometers, 62 miles above sea level, is the recognized boundary between Earth's atmosphere and outer space. This distance is less than what many people commute to work every single day. Space isn't out there somewhere. It's right above our heads. We just need massive rocket engines instead of wheels to get there.
Saturn, the most majestic planet in our solar system, is massive.
But don't let its size fool you. Saturn is made mostly of hydrogen and helium gas. This means its density is actually less than that of water. If you had a bathtub large enough to hold Saturn, the planet wouldn't sink to the bottom. It would float on the surface like a giant rubber duck. Yes, the planet famous for its rings is actually one of the universe's biggest, lightest balloons. One of the wildest things Einstein taught us is that time does not flow at the same rate everywhere. This is called time dilation. The closer you are to a black hole, or the faster you move, the slower time passes for you. For example, astronauts on the International Space Station age slightly slower than people on Earth. If you spent a year orbiting a black hole and returned to Earth, you might find that your friends have aged by decades or are long gone. In space, time is not an absolute reality. It is an illusion that changes based on your environment. In our galaxy, billions of stars live together as part of a system. But some stars belong to no galaxy at all. These are called rogue stars. Kicked out by galactic collisions billions of years ago, these stars drift alone in the vast, pitch-black voids between galaxies. If there were a planet orbiting one of these stars, a living being on that world would see nothing when they looked at the night sky. No neighboring stars, no galactic light, just an infinite, terrifying void. They would be the loneliest inhabitants of the universe. And finally, number 1. Space is not just beautiful, it is dangerous. Our sun constantly experiences massive eruptions of energy called coronal mass ejections. These flares hurl billions of tons of charged particles into space at nearly the speed of light. If a major solar storm hit Earth directly today, it could mean the end of our modern world. Satellites would die, the internet would go dark, and power grids would burn out. Scientists say that a storm like the 1859 Carrington event would take decades to recover from. Our star gives us life, but it also has the power to take it away in a single second. Space is a labyrinth that brings thousands of new questions with every answer. We are still just curious children standing at the doorstep of the infinite. Which of these facts fascinated you the most? Would you want to visit the Diamond Planet or experience the silence of the void? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this cosmic journey, please like the video and subscribe to help our small channel grow. Remember, as long as you keep looking at the sky, you are never truly alone. See you in the next one. Goodbye.